I just want to remember that. That's a bop. I've been in my like my house bag. Like in my mind, when my shit come on, niggas got maybe one button done. Maybe they don't have no shirt at all under their suit. And the chicks, whoo! It's just a vibe. I just see vibe.
I still want to fight you and Flo.
What? For the house? Nigga, and he dropped that.
What?
He dropped it. Yeah, he dropped it.
The song?
Yeah, he not the song, but the beat. I think he put something else over it. And then but the visual, you got the video of us making that shit, huh?
Yeah.
A nigga tried to roast me. He's like, I think Monty was in his Theopolis London bag. No, nigga, I just seen the play. It was like, let's go to Europe. All this tough nigga shit over here is just for the birds, man. All this rapidy rap shit.
Dropped that. We should have dropped it as soon as we got back from the tour.
No, we should have dropped it in Chicago. Like, nigga, house music in Chicago? Are you kidding me? What?
And if we would have found some good Molly back then. Not to say you guys.
I don't know what you're referring to.
I'm talking about the female singer.
Oh, yeah. Molly?
Black Topanga.
Fuck you. That is a line in that song.
Hey.
That is totally a line in that song.
That's when it all kicks off. And I was like.
I told Teen that. I was like, in a perfect world, if we wasn't on bullshit, we would have been Corey and Topanga. 4 kids by now. For surely. Wait, did Corey and Topanga survive?
Yeah.
The college years, I thought they had some static.
No, but then remember they had Girl Meets World, and then they're married.
They had
now.
the daughter, yeah. So they did make it. Okay.
Yeah. They weren't about to fuck that up.
Right.
And then the redhead started doing porn.
Oh yeah.
What? That was a storyline?
No, in real life she does.
Oh. Nigga, I thought they wrote that in the show.
And then told
Disney fucking around.
She had the roommates that was 2 guys, and they was both trying to fuck her. That was that's what I thought you was talking about.
No, in real life she that's what she do now. And then she told the girl that played Topanga, like, I make more money doing this than I do when I was doing Boy Meets World the college years.
Told her to step her game up.
Topanga. Yeah, but they don't have the same.
Topanga, you was a sex symbol. Now you obsolete. Should have fucked with it.
I'm out here.
I'm outside.
Taking on all BBCs.
They scared to go up.
True that.
And you gonna co-sign it?
Yeah.
It's not a lie.
Is any water in there?
This is why niggas can't have nothing.
Is any water in there?
It should be.
Yeah.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Y'all fuck with the holiday season?
Right on. The what?
Y'all fuck with the holiday season?
That's J. Cole?
Nigga, like literally the holiday season.
Oh, no. Hell no.
What's your static with it? What's your static with it?
It's all pagan. I don't believe in the fact that they came over and literally took over shit and then like took land from everybody and then started giving folks holidays.
You don't believe in it? What you mean you don't believe in it?
Huh?
You don't believe in celebrating that?
Yeah, I don't believe in celebrating the actual act of it. You know what I mean? Like you took because just in history you took something that was brutal and a lot of blood on the hands, and now we celebrate it every year.
Got you.
So I don't believe in that shit. And also I don't think it's a good like. I think folks should give gifts, but I don't think it should be like a set date that you have to give gifts. You know what I mean?
That's that pimp shit. Look here, baby. You want me to celebrate this pagan? The white man? This what you want?
You feel me?
This what you doing? That's how you get out of that. Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, we already uncovered Valentine's Day.
Oh nigga, we took Valentine's Day on one. I'm sorry. We sorry to the lovers out there. No, we not. No, we not. Did we really fuck around and ruin?
The new Valentine's Day should be the day that Andre and Big Boy dropped Speaker Box on the Love Below.
That's real. That's real. What's the rap albums that What's the rap albums that you know? Because you can't play. Well, that's not true. I had one of the wildest sexcapades off the fucking Hitler wears Hermes like 6 or some wild shit like that. It was like that shit was playing in the background, and I'll never forget that experience. But it was like
I lost my virginity to Brother Lynch hung.
Serial killer. I know a serial killer when I see one.
So
I know a serial killer when
hey,
I know a serial killer when I see one. You did what, sir?
hey, we did it and we did it. And she said it was good.
You did what?
You heard me, nigga.
Say it again.
But wait,
It was the Loaded album though, so you know.
I'm not rolling. I'm not. I can't. On sheer principle. Brother Lynch?
It was a dark time in my life.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the reason why the girl took my virginity and then bounced and never called.
Nigga, because you played Brother Lynch.
I didn't play it. Technically, we was in one room, and the homie was in the other room being the DJ.
Soul Snatcher.
So, let me tell you how sick that is. Your man's is... Well, hey, you on a podcast. Don't say nothing crazy.
Oh, I can't even say what I was going to say.
Oh, shit. Nope. You see? It's
not for you podcaster listeners' ears.
Text me. I know you.
Okay.
Right. They scared to come outside. I never thought I'd be so happy for football season.
For sure.
Big Ben's still in there, huh?
Yeah.
Y'all ever been fucking with an OG and then accidentally meet her children?
Accidentally?
Yeah. Like y'all have not made plans for you to meet the kids. Like that wasn't discussed. And
you
then,
guys is like at the store getting ice cream or something. And then
no, nigga, the nigga just grown as you and just came. Hey, mom, I decided to come home. You're supposed to be gone the whole weekend. I just decided to come back early.
Oh yeah, change of plans.
Wait, what?
You ever fuck with the OG and the son's older than you?
Not older. Exact same age though.
Nah, I fucked one. She was older. He was older.
Yeah, no, I haven't done that.
And then the weirdest part was he trying to give me financial and life tips. Yeah, brother, you don't need to be out here in these streets.
See what you need to do, sir. Stop talking to me, hey. Sir. Stop talking to me.
I mean, if you think about it, that means he gave in. So if you're gonna date my mama, then I need you to at least be able to take care of the family.
Well, the problem was I wasn't dating her, so
in his eyes, because that's the only way he was able to let that shit go.
You better be dating my mama if you smash a nigga.
Hey, that had to be a date.
Hey, finding out your mama just another nigga work. My mama better not be no nigga work. I'm fighting everybody. You only hit my mama on the late night? You got to see me, bro. I'm sorry.
That's the circle of life.
But what happened? But see, hold on. She was only hitting me on the late night.
But it's the story you tell yourself. So he got to tell himself that you hit his mama. Like his mama ain't nobody work. You got him fucked up.
Hey, but that's literally that. I mean, that's how you're. Yeah, I'm gonna stop.
Right. Stop while you were here.
I'm gonna leave it alone because
it's the Meet the Brave podcast, and today's episode is powered by Northwest Pizza and Pasta. Where if you think the pizza is good, try hands down the best wings in the valley. Nobody, and I mean nobody, does wings like NWP. Order now online for takeout, delivery, or pull up on the good people there, and always take care of them and let them know that the Meet the Brave podcast sent you. Today's episode of the Meet the Brave podcast is powered by Uplifters. It's Uplifters with no vowels.
Yes, sir.
Cultural strategy company that's uplifting and amplifying the black market that is us, all things black creative and black entrepreneurship and black economics, you name it. They're moving and shaking and even doing their own original content series. The Winning Formula, executive produced by our brother Alexius Franklin, is available now on uplifters.com. Follow them on IG and let them know that the squad sent you and it's all family. Today's episode of the Meet the Brave podcast is powered by the REEF Studios. studio in downtown Oakland, specializes in multi-tracking, podcasting, audiobooks, you name it, it can be done, and has a very, very special announcement coming this week. Salute OG Jaron, Lucas Boylan, and Brian Simmons for all the hard work they have been doing, and especially Sharon, Alicia, and everybody around the gang that has been helping out, and our brother Daniel out in Hawaii is gang. Follow the REEF Studios on IG, and make your inquiries today because the shit is just filling up. Everybody wants to come get some of the sauce. Pause. Last and never least, today's episode of the Meet the Brave podcast is powered by Let's Bubble Productions. All thing video for Meet the Brave podcast, storytelling, script writing, filmmaking, you name it. Our brother Alexius Franklin and everybody over at Let's Bubble Productions is making the best content possible. And if you want your shit to look like ours, as fly as ours, hit them up for all visual needs and storytelling. And with that being said, let's start the show. It's the Meet the Brave podcast. I'm Monty Draper.
I am LG.
Lex B.U.B.
Gang in here.
Gang.
What's happening? How y'all feeling?
Great. How about
Lovely.
Word. Everybody's great.
you? Great.
And a little straightening? Don't need no straightening?
Not
no
today.
straightening.
All right, because I can straighten it out.
No scrape.
Shit. Fresh press. The iron on me.
Woo.
I got that from somewhere. I ain't going to act like
no.
that was my bar. Good to see
take it
my
over.
brothers as always. Had a beautiful show. Last week, I thought. Celebrating our brother's birthday. Britt pulling up. Kev pulling up. Live. Just big family vibes. Family ties, you know. Smoking on top fives. Feel me?
That part.
That's where I'm at with it today. I don't know how y'all feeling today, but smoking on who's your favorite podcast? They not fucking with us. That's how I feel.
Blah.
Podcast beef.
do. Nah, man. Just want to send a special shout out to our listenership. How they fuck with us, how they show up with us, how they carve out space, and kind of just let us know what's going on. I'm gonna fuck Morg up though. My nigga was like, nigga, we've been doing the show for however the fuck long, and every episode is about a feedback circle. My nigga goes, yo, the audio is always bad. I'm like, nigga, why you ain't say nothing? What? Like, fuck out of here. Don't have me out here looking crazy. So that's what I mean in terms of like growing the show, getting better. Like, fuck all that sensitive shit, bro. Like, just let niggas know what it is, what time it is, because we really, really want to make a dope ass show offering for the people that fuck with us. Like, you don't want you pulling up to nothing half-ass. Like, I personally I just want to take this shit on one, bro, because I believe in it. But I also believe in how we show up and how we have conversations and how we push the shit forward to people we choose to highlight. And as our ideas come and resources come, bro, we can really, really maneuver this shit into space. So let's just get better. But nah, Morg, I love you. Thank you for like, so, and then there's another thing too, where you kind of gotta grow up and understand your own love language. And so for me, I know the people, like my exes and shit, would be like, nigga, you talking that old criticism shit, but you never handled it well when I brought something to your attention. Partially true. What is often left out of that is a couple things. Sitting on the information when it's just something that can be said in the moment and letting it fester and then saying it in a tense moment out of spite. Fuck you. Now it's not constructive criticism, it's an attack because you sat on it and you decided to, nigga, that's why your little podcast is weak, nigga. Like, look
That's
here.
what you want to say?
Big rage.
your little podcast, nigga. That's why that shit said. That's why the audio bad. Morg said the audio bad. Oh, whole ass nigga. Oh, really? So that shit, and then, nigga, don't come to me with critiques and shit with no fucking solution. Like, hey, read this book, listen to this podcast, watch this YouTube video, talk to this person. It don't have to be here's no money, but what I appreciate about Morg is like, hey man, the audio bad. Here's some bread to update y'all shit. So that our first day one sponsor is Northwest Pizza, because the nigga was like, oh, y'all on to something, but was like, microphone heavy, y'all niggas sound crazy.
Damn.
That's how that happened. And I'm like, all right, well, we got to give full context. And so when Morg hits me, it's like, with the solution, and I appreciate that. And so my goal in life is to never hit nobody with critiques without offering some sort of like, call this person, or I can help with this, or think about it this way, or go here or start here. But nah. That shit that doesn't feel conducive to shit, right? So that's how I like to show. I'd like to show up in spaces that way because that's how I like to be shown up for. So yeah, that was my discovery this week. How my brothers, any real life interaction, interfacing with shit, like any I don't know. Let's get into it because like I feel like niggas is at pivotal stages right now, and however much you care to share, bet. But I think it's imperative we had those conversations because we're at really unique spots right now, all of us. My nigga just said, I said, there's a question.
Pivotal moment.
There's a question for the room, if you care to answer.
What Mork said, with the clips, find a way to edit them. So maybe on the cuss words, I can like flip the audio just on those. So then the cuss words, that was a really good idea for Mork. So yeah, that was one that I really took to as soon as he said it.
Outside of the show, I'm outside of the show.
Oh,
Because the show just rolled up into shit that's parallel in my life, so I just brought it up like that. But then it was like, well, what's going on with my dogs for real? And because these are like, transitional is not even the right word, but it is like, these are new thresholds, right? Either bandwidth wise, pain wise, like whatever stimulating you or not stimulating you, whatever serving you or not. Comfort, stepping into discomfort, or choosing like, nah, nigga, we good right here. Where y'all at right now in that space? I don't know. I guess I just keep running into hella people that's going through stuff, and how they're showing up to it. It's the spectrum is wow, yo. Like it's people that's showing up that's like nigga terrified, like. But there's something so beautiful about the surrendering to the terror or the fear. Like they got an understanding. It's niggas that's fighting it, going, nah, nigga, I ain't scared of shit. But you can see the fear all over their face. And then there's people that's just like, just present. I'm just here. This is what we doing. That kind of seems to be the three. Mm-hmm. I haven't interfaced with anyone that's just like pure panic, but I also think I have like this built-in buzzer that just stays away from that shit. Like don't even like even if I attract it or end up in the same space with it, I immediately can diagnose it and go get the fuck out of there. Mm-hmm. And not in a, but in a the Homer Simpson fading into the bushes shit. It's like these niggas tripping. And I'm not even mad at that. I think at one point or another I would have tried to force myself to stay in there and figure it out, and nah, nigga, I don't have anything to add to that. Mm-hmm. I don't even want to do the whole whimsical keep your head up, keep your head in the no. If you at panic mode, you can't hear a fucking word I'm saying. So let me get up out of here. Mm-hmm. Kind of is how I feel.
Yeah, like they gotta like figure it out for themselves and shit.
Yeah, but I guess the reason why that's such a marvel is because I spent so much time thinking it was my duty to help them understand that as a means to just ignore what I had to do with for me. Mm-hmm. You know, so
then like jumping in on that would mean that you would basically be going backwards as opposed to moving forward.
Yeah, fuck, man. A big step backwards.
Yeah, because it'll take you right back to square one, basically.
Square one, when you fatigued, you lean on all your fucked up habits. Mm-hmm. That's a great hoop sort of proverb. It's like fatigue will just have you, all your bad habits, your footwork get bad, your form gets terrible, your decision, man. That's my, shout out Lou Richie. Love you, bro. But his work, his around the perimeter jump shot shit. And then before you could even get done with your last shot, What'd you shoot? Percent. You had to know your percentage. Remember? You had to know if you just shot 60. But you tired though. But the goal of that is when you tired, for your instincts for you to go, all right, Monty, if you shoot in the high 50s from the elbow, you drop below 40 at the baseline jumper. Where should I get to? Or in the game, should I get there, or should I attack that weakness and get everything above 60% in those circumstances? Because really, no defender, no defense. You should be shooting high 60s, high 70s anyway. Ain't no defense in there, you know. And so trying to carry that into life, and like, all right, this is where I struggle from. Should I go there and get better, or should I live in this in my money zone where I know I'm clutch from, nigga? Mm-hmm. If last second down, he tired, I'm tired, but I know if I get to my spot, I'm not missing this shit. Or did I spend the whole summer getting better? Because my pull up going to my left is money, but for whatever reason, pulling up to my right don't have quite the same rhythm. So did I address that, or did I just go, I'm good at this, I'm just gonna live here? And I fuck right or wrong. I just want to know, what are folks choosing? You choosing that kind of strong, familiar space, or are you going, damn, let me go live in this space and watch myself adopt these new tools? And then maybe I discover something else in that space too. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. I'm just really curious to see what folks are deciding to do present day. Because the idea of having a choice is mind blowing to me. Poe and I had a really dope conversation about that. Is like, I think what's dope at this phase, I don't know, and I'm now that I'm aware enough to ask my mom and my dad, hey, you felt like you had a choice? Like for real. And who you entered this partnership with of parenting and then eventually marriage and all that shit, do you feel like you had a choice? Or was it this shit is convenient? And not a diss to either one of them, but from an honor, because I do in my mind going, hey, I chose this person to enter this in with, feels different. Feels like you starting from a different place. But that also could just be making that shit up. That could be nothing. But the concept of having a choice, I wonder how many of our parents felt like that, still feel like that, what their own internal understanding in and around that is, how they made peace with it or haven't, what their demons are with it or not, and then how that goes into their day-to-day, affects their day-to-day. And the concept of having a choice in so many aspects feels nuts. Oh, nigga. Salute to Mike Nichols, my whole team at Tone Magazine. But I had the privilege and the absolute honor of interviewing Frederica Newton. Whoa. And Raquel Conte, two amazing women. Obviously, Frederica Newton is the wife of Huey P. Newton. And she manages the trademark in the name for the Panthers, but her and Raquel have partnered up and have done All Power to the People, sort of a subsidiary, but under the umbrella and pushing the legacy forward, and the mission, in the mindset, and sort of the culture shift, and the pillars that the Panthers stood for. They chose to do it through a specific branding and merchandising. It's beautiful, so fucking beautiful. And I got to sit down and talk to them about that specifically. I listened to a lot of Frederica's interviews, and then obviously people go right to Huey, talk about because it's just a fascinating thing to have access to. But the mission was hella specific. It's like, hey, Monty, this is about wealth and about legacy. Go talk about the business. Oh, when did that? And we had an awesome fucking conversation. But what both Raquel and Frederica spoke about were, Raquel is from Denmark, so and half black, half white, half African, and her mother was her mother wasn't Dutch. I forget what she said. But then on the flip side, her adopted family, the representation of women were always owners. Like they always were owners and creators and like leaders and shit. So when she got to the States, she didn't know that there was a narrative of oppression for being black and for a woman. She just was out here thugging it, and she was like, and then any adversity she interfaced with, she just thought that's what everybody was going through. So she just mobbed with it. It's like, oh, I didn't get that promotion because they thought this person was better, and that's all. This the story she told herself, and kept it mobbing. So it allowed for her to just keep fighting and adopting. It's like, all right, well, that's what I need to do the next time it comes up. So I'll adopt that, tweak this, and figure out how to do it. And nigga, she just took it on one and became a boss and did that and worked at Levi's for forever, as a woman of color in the fashion industry in the early '90s, you know. And then Frederica said something similar where she was like, I was just always, she's like, my mom was a boss. Her sisters were owners. They had beauty salons and real estate companies and all. Like she just always been around bosses. So her brain never processed the concept of being oppressed in any or being limited in any regard. She just took the shit on one. But as time went on and living here, you adopt that narrative or that notion that you can't do all things. And she's like, that's crippling to the point where you like, I might have to get the fuck up out of here because for this to always just be a thing. someone projecting onto you what was projected onto them. This ain't real. Like it's the boogeyman. Like boogeyman gets Freddy Krueger gets power from being feared. You don't fear it, the nigga can't really do his thing. So have the window open, they say.
Boy, you listen to that on Sunday?
This what you chose?
Yeah, you had a rough week, bro. That's a rough one, bro, because it's just one tone. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a very dark down tone.
Dang, sorry, y'all. I know I'm rambling, but the point was, and sort of asking you fellas, like, what do you, not necessarily how you guys are dealing with it, but how are the people around y'all? What is their decision making process? Are you noticing that, or is that just something that's like you got your own shit going on?
I mean, given that the field that I work in right now, like you get a good insight into, you know, the human psyche because you come across, you know, I have over 300 people there, so you get to see like how everybody's reacting to everything. But I think I think you get a good idea. I don't think it's so much like what has been taught to you or brought to you and stuff like that. I think that's a big part of it, of course. But I think also, given the times that we're in, all the uncertainty, it kind of tells you. It tells a lot about individuals on how they're reacting to everything, bro. Like, cause it's so many different factors that go into it right now. I don't think it's just one thing or another thing or anything like that. Like, people don't even know it that their stress levels or their reaction to things, how they're projecting out to others, regardless. It doesn't even have to be a family member. Like, you're projecting out to people that you don't even know, and you know, people are wearing, like, they're wearing it on their faces, they're wearing it on their, you know, on their shoulders, on like just their, you know, their posture, all that shit, like just the way that they're moving around. So, and then also, you know, people, you know, they don't really get a chance right now to interact with each other. You know, it's different when you're trying to talk through a mask, and you know, you're uncertain about health factors, all while not doing the proper things to be healthy yourself. You know, like it's a weird thing. You know, so like for people to be worried about, you know, all the shit that's going on right now, but then also not taking the necessary steps to like make sure that they're doing the most on their end. Because for one thing, if it's gonna happen to you, it's gonna happen to you. You know what I mean? Like there's nothing you can do about that part. But it's important that you take the necessary things on your side. So I think it's just a bunch of different things. So that's kind of a ramble too. But I think it just has to do with like, it's so many different factors and how you're reacting to it. Me personally, my reaction is always been completely different. But that's always because I would say that's probably learned. 'Cause I think you have to come across a good amount of turmoil or really you just have to see the other side of the coin. I don't think people see the other side. Like they just think that it's like if you're flipping a coin, they think the one that they call is supposed to be what's going to hit. And that's not how it goes. Like you have to be prepared for it not to be what it is that you're going for, and know like your reaction is like, oh, okay, cool. So that means I don't get to pick. Bet. All right. So you do. Bet. All right. So now I have to react to what you picked. Like that's kind of how I think of it is. Like people aren't looking at it that way. They think that everything should go their way all the time.
Yeah.
I think that's for sure. I mean, it has to do with being American. It has to do with being like in a place that we don't have war. We kind of get to dictate where war takes place at. It doesn't really come to our soil that often, so we have so much extra time to worry about things. When it's on you, you have zero. You just have a reaction. Like you don't know you don't know what you're going to choose. It's just so.
That's the part I think I'm inquiring about. Thank you for saying that too, G. Because I think that's what I was trying to get to. Niggas done read hella books, talked to hella folks, then done a lot of things, and now the tension here for real. So personally, forget what everybody else is doing. Personally, how are you finding yourself dealing with the smoke? I know how I dealt with it prior to having all the information, and I know how I'm dealing with it now. Nigga, asking for help all the time. Hey man, can you do this? Saying no like a motherfucker. Bro, I feel crazy. I ain't never said no to nothing. The last week alone, I've said no more than I have my entire life. I ain't got it. I can't do it. I can't do it, bro. But again, it's a value thing, though. I didn't value myself. I didn't. And it's a shitty thing to admit out loud. It sucks to admit out loud. Hella insecure. And wanting to fit in. And wanting to get value from places and get validated from spaces I was not going to be able to. So, nigga, I was saying yes to everything. Yeah, I could do it. I could figure it out. To the point of compromising my whole setup. I'm good. I kind of got it figured out, like kind of got it structured, and then here comes this opportunity I think that's going to validate me. Yeah, I can do it. Nigga, that shit turned my life upside down. Now I'm fucked up and I got to climb out a hole again because this survival shit, I'm a master at. I can survive with the best of them, nigga. Living? Whoo! I ain't quite figured that shit out yet. Because living requires a presence that you gotta be so secure in self, nigga, to be present. And sometimes spending your day dwelling on yesterday and motherfucking tomorrow is just comforting. I'm sorry. Scarcity. Oh man, this happened, and nigga, it happened. Let it go. Did you die? Did you go to jail? Or the feds on you?
Right.
No? What? Keep it lit. Oh, nigga, but tomorrow. Oh, man. Fam, look here. Unless you forecasting on some big money shit, on some big futurism shit, shut up about tomorrow. Unless you're planning. Unless you're planning, you got a strategy, you got a team, and you building, and you plan. Oh, my nigga, I'm all for you talking about tomorrow. But if you stressing about tomorrow, fuck out my face. That was me. Stressing about tomorrow, fixated on some shit that happened yesterday that nothing, like literally nothing happened from, G. Mm-hmm. The nigga throw the grenade and nothing happened. That's the image I have in my head of waiting for the yesterday to catch up. Yesterday can't do shit to you. It's a boogeyman. It can't do a fucking thing to you. but you still worried about it. Mm-hmm. And then you stressing about tomorrow instead of being optimistic and hopeful about it. That's annoying. You know? And so, now that the tension's here, fuck yesterday. And tomorrow lit, nigga. I got hella shit playing. that
Okay, Queen Latifah, you got season 2.
Of what?
The Equalizer. I did not see that coming.
Queen Latifah being the equalizer. We're gonna talk about
but
that.
I did not see that. I did not see a season 2
and to get
lit.
greenlit for season 2, we definitely gonna talk about it. Put some respect on Queen Latifah's name, first of all. I just want to say that. Stop. Okay. I see you. Stop it. Cut it out.
I didn't say nothing.
You had that look at you be
saying,
doing.
How could you not see it?
Forgive me if it's like wild sentimental or just out there today. Celebrities passing is a tough one. And it's L knows this, but Lex, entertainment, nigga, is just always been my thing. TV, music. I like I never forget, like, I wrote my first like screenplay, hella juiced. And for whatever reason, like I think I rapped in front of L once and he didn't laugh. So he was like, I didn't have a problem showing him shit after that. Like, cause in my mind, he was the coolest nigga. So at some point I was going to have to do this expression in front of him and he was going to roast me cause he was just cool. And the nigga didn't, at the on 90th that day, me and Josh was freestyling in the back. And L was just like, L just kept playing the game. Like I don't know if he was getting on his nerves or not, but he did at least, you know how niggas, like, facial expression or something will insinuate that, all right, don't do this in front of them no more. My first encounter with that in front of G was like, it was hella welcoming, so I just never had an issue showing him shit, right? Fast forward to high school, he's staying with us. And I'm in theater finally, and I get to write my first screenplay. Nigga, I'm juiced. Show L. This nigga goes, without hesitation, okay, young Tyler Perry, I see you. But mind you, this isn't Tyler Perry with the studio. This nigga's only done Medea at this point. Maybe Meet the Browns, but for sure only the Medea plays, nigga. Like, oh, okay, young Tyler Perry, I see you. And I never forgot that. I never forgot how funny that shit was. But also, thinking about it now, hearing Michael K. pass, that very specific memory came up because so much of his life was dedicated to just expression. And obviously he had a exterior aesthetic that just came with assumptions and prejudice, and his art allowed him to ascend past any stereotypes or any aesthetic you would try to place on it. His art took him past that, and his love for art and expression. And I've seen several people talk about it, but it's like whenever he showed up in anything, whether it was one of the low-budget hood movies to a big HBO budget film, he always showed up. Oh, like always. He's never just mailed it in, and has accepted the challenge of creativity moving you into discomfort, and even that can come at a cost, especially when you're not insulated. There's people pillaging and not protecting you, and not to always connect things to personally, but I do feel really strongly and passionate and clear about a mission to insulate and protect creatives, like specifically. You're priceless. You're invaluable, for one. Your contribution to society through a lens of expression can be ever life changing. A song can change somebody's life completely. Mm-hmm. A film can change somebody's life completely. A billboard, an ad, an article. Like, I've seen it. I've seen people be inspired by photography and painting and sculpting. Like, creators do some amazing shit. but they're preyed upon, taken advantage of, not protected, thrown to the wolves because you're susceptible and you're vulnerable and you're accessing something. So when all that shit get to start playing with God and channeling and shit, it's a little different. It's not the same. It's not the same as just flat out religion. We're having a different conversation because you're being used. Even the niggas who don't subscribe and don't pray to nobody, when they if they're being honest, if they're really tapped in, when they're creating and expressing themselves, bruh, and it's landing, that ain't you. Stop trying to take credit for that shit. You tapped in and channeling something else when you really there. And Michael K, to me, was always channeling when he played a that. Montross in Lovecraft, nigga, it's one of the greatest characters ever. Mm-hmm. Ever. And when he speaks about where he had to go to find that character and to put that type of acting and art on display, whoo, it just hit different. It hit different, man. So I think that's why it's such a reflective week. As a male black creative and coming from where I come from, he provided hope in a way that I didn't know was possible. You could look a certain way, you could be in the fucking Shakespeare, you could want to push boundaries, you could want to tell a specific type of stories, showcase all facets of where we come from and not try to suppress information. Like, the cool shit has no space in art. Get that narrative away. So when niggas, we did the whole Drake and Ye shit, say what you want about them niggas, they have completely succumbed to the idea of cool driving any meter because it's not a real variable. Mm-hmm. You can't make no money from cool. Drake's proven that over and over again. Y'all niggas can say what y'all want, but your women dictate everything, and I got them. So what are you talking about? Oh, this nigga Ye's crazy. Is not okay, but the influence and that comes with the shit. We keep seeing it time and time again, and y'all keep subscribing to a variable that's not real, bro. I can see and I can feel. Stop playing with me. So stop trying to insert cool as a variable that dictates expression because it don't have no value here. Fuck your cool. This is storytelling. This is art. This is expression. This is different. It's a man, and that's what Michael K did for me as a creator. As a storyteller, and everybody talks about his acting, but the documentaries he chose to direct and produce and narrate and lead, I think are even more important. He chose to go highlight parts of places that only he could access. That's value. That's just smart. It's just really, really smart. Hey, I want to tell this story. I come from this specific place. I'm the only one that can really, really tell it for real. Let's bust it down. Let's do it. Here you go. And it go off without a hitch. This was sad. More than anything, I was really sad.
Yeah, I definitely hate when like people limit these type of things to just like the act. You know what I mean? Like the like telling people to, talking about folks that do drugs and like the like not knowing the combination and like the the details of what it is that you're doing, and like it just being withered down to fentanyl and stuff like that. Like it's so much more than just that, and getting behind, just what it takes. I think when you're creative, and like you care. In a world that doesn't, like it's a lot on you, so like it's not as simple as I just seen a lot about the fucking what is it? What was the ad thing that they tried to do from the government during the crack epidemic?
Not crack is whack. Dare, not dare. Yeah.
Like, don't do drugs or some shit.
Yeah. Is that? What was the?
Is that the one that they
Dare?
did?
Wasn't it Dare?
Yeah. It was Dare.
Well, they had.
Dare was one of them.
Oh, say
Dare.
no. Say
Just
no.
say no.
Just
Yeah.
say
just
no,
say
and
no,
then
just
crack
say
is
no.
whack.
Yeah.
Crack is whack wasn't the one. Whitney Houston, God bless her beautiful soul, just let niggas know crack is whack and it's cheap. Y'all got me fucked up. Like, I'm doing drugs, but nigga, not crack. Like, fuck with me.
Right.
Like,
But people took it on one.
they did take that. I miss Whitney so much, man. I wish we had a better understanding about addiction. That her soul, even in her addiction, she still managed to make us smile, and they fucking did a whole TV show about their, like, that happened. I'm getting off subject, but that really happened, y'all. These people are sick, and the handlers and everybody signed off around them to, like, let them story tell their addiction. Like, that's the type. God damn it, that's the type of wellness. And I like, hey, no, this is not happening. We're not going to film their demise and feed it. Are you kidding me? Figure out how to help and protect them. But instead, somebody made a lot of money off of that. My bad, G.
Oh, you're right. You're right. And that's, I mean, that's more damaging than than the actual act. I think it just gets belittled to the act itself, you know. So, I mean, because for celebrities at least, like, you're in the limelight, so it puts a lot of light on that. But, you know, there's people in when they're not doing creative shit, how do you think they're getting to their next creation? You know what I mean? Like, I think people aren't, like, that's just something that you're not paying attention to,
right?
You know, and then, like, the whole thing about checking up on people and, like, you know, shit like that. Like, there's a lot of things that goes into it, but even with that, you know, I think people are gonna do what it is that they want to do,
right?
And what gets them to whatever their next thing is, you know. So life is longer than you think, and it's, you know, it's a lot more. There's a lot more to it than just, oh, I don't do it, so therefore it's bad. Like, that's not.
Come on, man.
Like, that's not the. I mean, if you're taking that mentality, then you obviously are missing a shit ton of the equation. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't. Oh, go ahead. What you got, bub?
I was just gonna say also, one of the things that I think a lot of people don't think about when it comes to creating, and for a lot of people that, so they think about, oh, it's them going to this dark place to do this role or to give you whatever art it is, if it's music or nothing. It's like going to the dark place is easy. The hard part is finding your way back out of that dark place. So finding the way out is the hard. So it's like everybody's admiring, oh, he was able to go that dark. Yeah. And then they think after that role ends,
it's sweet,
that they cool now because, oh, they're not doing that role every day, so they should be fine now. When really it's now they're stuck in this place that it's really hard to get out of. And then when the door closes and you're there by yourself, and if you're still in that dark place, that's when, like you said, old habits, old things start to happen again.
Damn, Lex. Because you see it. You've seen it with iconic characters across the board. Like, they get really high praise for these impactful ass roles, and their loved ones and everyone around them talks about what a cost that was. Not even on no acting shit. The people around Mac Miller, that's all they talk about was like, yo, there wasn't a brighter spirit, but a more tortured being. And one of my favorite, I feel so guilty for this, y'all. One of my favorite bodies of work that exists known to man is Mac's unofficial record, Faces. And the whole record is about battling addiction and suicidal thoughts, and it just so happened to drop when I was in a similar space like that. My life was so fucking parallel without the access to the bread, but the thoughts and the feelings and the like, you just, nigga, when you feel so exposed, nigga, I be feeling naked some days. I don't want my feelings to be attached to something that I can't control, nigga, but some days I just can't control it. I can walk out, especially in Oakland is a complete, like, it's like ground zero for that shit. Cause You're looking at these big ass buildings, these brand new ass buildings. You know how many millionaires and billionaires alone live in the Bay Area, but you still get to interface with so much poverty at the same fucking time, bro. It will ruin you. I'm not in a space to demonize wealth. Like, I don't subscribe to that, but I also, this person don't have a place to go. This is crazy. Like, and when you can't help but feel all the shit, nigga, sometimes I just gotta come in the lab, close the door, and close all the blinds. If I'm keeping it a buck, I just have to, because it's too real, feel too exposed all the time, personally. But it also that level to internalize all that shit might be my superpower, though. Like, so many, it's like, yo, bro, I just appreciate how you show up to the space. Like, damn, but I can only show up like that because of how I feel. How do I protect myself in that instance too, and not fall back on bad habits, and not internalize, and not have my identity wrapped into being able to fix those things. You know what I'm saying? There's such a delicate balance. So I just want to send love to him and say thank you as a black man that looked like him, his fearlessness, what he chose to express and show. Like, I just grateful more than anything, to him as a creator. And if I'm being honest, thank you. If I'm being honest, I feel like Michael K single-handedly is responsible for the baby Keems of the world, right? Like, that kid showed up and just decided to give us, like, disruptive art. From his very first visual, it just felt like, oh no, you're going to pay attention to what I'm saying, and you're going to feel away. And I don't give a fuck if you walk away and go, oh, I hate this, but you felt something. You felt strong enough to go, I hate it, or you went, I loved it, but you don't just go, eh. No, Keem record come on, nigga, and you even I've heard niggas go, this what the fuck is this? Or nigga, this Keem shit hard, nigga. I have not heard a single person on the fence.
Nah, that's impossible. That's just impossible, guys.
The Michael K's of the world set up the baby Keems. This nigga Keem was doing his Zane Lowe interview and was like, yeah, man, when Graduation came out, like, I was a kid, and I was like, oh, nigga, you're a Tyler, Kanye, Pharrell baby for real. Oh my God, you gonna take over the world. Them are the niggas I'm afraid of. Like, they gonna shake some shit up for real. That we still had to filter through niggas pretending to be cool, and then the Michael K's come along, and luckily we got Pharrell, luckily we got Ye, but all this nigga knows is these weirdo black niggas that wouldn't have been the niggas back in the 90s. Those was the niggas when he was a kid. So he going, oh, I'm about to do all of this shit.
Yeah.
I'm about to have fun.
Good times.
And free and just make whatever the fuck I want, and boom. Black artistic freedom just hits different to me. No one speak for nobody else, but black artistic freedom that's not bound by shit just hits way different. And I'm grateful for those niggas that are leaning in that way. Cause that record, bro, we how many times through before? No. It was me, you, and just G in the beginning, right? Mm-hmm. So we ran through Melodic Blue at least twice yesterday.
Yeah, no, we definitely did. Yeah.
At least. First day it dropped, I know I ran through it 3 times because I didn't want it to. I'm like, bro, this is just fun. This is just a fun listen. Yeah. And so few albums are just like, it's not passive. Ain't the right word, but it is. And for the sake of definition, just turn that shit on. Just let it mob. And then you catch the bars when you're like, oh, the bars are accented where he wants them to be accented. I just enjoyed it. How was your first listen? And did you go visuals or did you go album?
I went album.
Okay.
I'm still like album, but just got a new deck in the car, so I was like,
excuse me, sir.
I was like, it's time to take a drive.
Excuse me, brother.
Talk your shit.
So, yeah, I was like, yep, he's figured it out. He really has, and it's a great album. I don't care what nobody else says.
How you been interacting with it, G?
Simple as that. I mean, I told you what my interaction was, but the 54 was like you said, it was disruptive. Like I fucked with the fact that there was so much. I mean, it's just a pun, but there was so much melody that went with being that turnt.
Huh.
You know, like you could be that turnt, and then it flips over quickly right into like some shit that's like mellowed out and somebody singing, or like I like the different cadences that were used, and
Right.
You know, there was a lot of, you know, and really, I don't want to put a shadow over like the project itself of just like him as an artist and stuff like that, but and then give somebody else credit and shit. Like that's not where I want to go with it, but I kind of have to with the fact that who your cousin just happens to be, and fucking you getting to an age and a confidence level at a point where he's about to he's transitioning to where you're allotted the level of freedom that allows you to continue on from the point that would be dope if that was able to start from that point. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
So like we're looking at, for me personally, the best rapper of all time. Just if you just look at the sequence of albums, I don't think anybody has a run of those of albums that way, and it being different from each other. But and being like at the cusp of the confines of the rap game, because when he started, it was still confined. Like it would, like you had Wayne that, you know, disrupted everything with the mixtapes and stuff like that. So that kind of gave way to a lot of this freedom, but that was still underneath a lot of that confines that you'll have in the rap game, or just in music period.
Right.
Where you did Good Kid, Mad City, but then it switches over immediately, and that's that's a credit to the individual to switch it that way and like just say fuck it, like you're not, like I'm not doing another Good Kid, Mad City. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something completely different.
Yeah.
And that kind of opened it up for Keem, and now where like, nigga, you literally can be that musically endowed basically, and fucking and be that young. You know what I'm saying? And like say what you want to say and do what you want to do, and have the visuals come out the way that they come out.
Right.
Hasn't missed on a fucking visual.
Right.
That fucking Issues video is nuts to me.
Bruh.
I don't know, man. I'm just happy with like where I'm happy that we have Keem. I'm happy that we have, you know, the creativity being where that is personally, especially out there. Just I said it, bro. I can't fucking stand CLB. So like, I guess that's part of the vision, is to pick a side on that one. But I just like when it's not being so. This is what I do, and I'm gonna do it again and again and again and again.
Right.
And again and
Right.
again and again, and then just make a group
But
of against.
that's what I was asking, bro. Is are you finding more people are going, hey, this is where I shoot 70 from, nigga. Don't question me when I do it, and I shoot 70. I'm with y'all. Like CLB isn't challenging, isn't none of that, but the shit work. Turn it on right now, it's a bop. You having a day party, guess what you can just let run? CLB. You just let it run. And you know them records are going to perform just well. You turn on Melodic Blue, turn on Donda, you turn on Hitler Wears Hermes 8, you turn on Bo Jackson, you turn on Vince shit, you turn on Tyler shit, you're going to be like, what the fuck is happening right now? What is this? I don't know. I kind of just am inclined to go find out what the fuck that is, yo. Just to go see.
Yeah, which I understand. I mean, it's just if you put it into politic terms, you know, CLB or just Drake in general would be on like the Republican side, where like, if you're,
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know. I feel like be liberal. The Republicans, that's what B was saying. It's like they apolitical. Whatever works for the money, nigga.
Yeah.
Whatever works for the bread.
Yeah. But I'm thinking of it like from like the conservative side.
Yeah.
Where like literally like if you're already at the top, then my nigga, you don't have to do much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're like I forgot who said it, but if you are the fucking if your fan base is basically everybody, then your music, nigga, there's no reason for you to challenge anything. You know what I mean? Like if that's your fan base, you know what I mean? So I understand that part. It just isn't for me. But that's not to say like that. Hey, that's not to put a shadow over Keem shit. Keem shit is fucking amazing.
Right.
So
Right.
shout out to that nigga for that shit.
Going back to what you guys is like talking about with Drake and the Certified Lover Boy album, it's kind of like Evander Holyfield. And the reason I say that is because on his way up to being a champion, he trained a certain way. He became the champion, and he just still trained the certain way he did leading up to becoming a champ. Like, he never changed anything up. So then when new boxers finally started to get up there and start to get with him, he still didn't never change anything up because he always looked at himself as, since I'm a champion, I'm on top. I don't need to change anything. I don't need to improve. I don't need to think of nothing.
I see.
Because this is where I'm at. So you have to meet me. But the only problem with doing that is there's going to be somebody else who's training completely different.
Yeah.
And then when they finally get to you, they just steamroll over you.
So that is my argument for Floyd's brilliance. Because we're not talking get there, get complacent. Nigga, everybody he fought style was different. And he on the defense, he just went straight defense. I was like, all right, bet. And
He came with a style that's just fucking untouchable.
I got a counter for every hey, I got a G for every bump on your face. That's who that nigga's fighting style is. Oh, you thought that was gonna work? I know you better than you now, so I know where your punches. Like, I just randomly do it. I'll go watch Floyd fly. I don't know, something about it is really tight to me. So I was watching the Canelo highlights the other night. How much he was making Canelo miss his shit when Canelo getting his combo back. That nigga's flawless. He couldn't touch Floyd, bro. I mean, I don't mean like missing by a hair. Floyd would be ahead of the combo.
Yeah, that little Uzi shoulder might go down in history as the best move for any boxer.
Floyd move being called the Uzi shoulder is sick, but it is. That's exactly what it is.
Bro, that Uzi shoulder, bro, is untouchable.
Man. It got pushed back. I got an extra 30. So
okay.
My bad. I should have communicated that. Thank you, keeping me on up to speed. Swear I only watched Have Mercy once.
I swear I did. I'm trying to tell you. I believe in my head it was only once. Bro, she dropped that motherfucker, and I was like, "Oh, she the one." I saw the trajectory, and I hate to be that person.
Oh shit!
Hey, okay, Oakland.
The town showing out this morning, mind you. This Sunday on the Blade, 11:42.
Yeah, sun out though. That's why. But
niggas didn't want to help me take the top off. See?
But yeah, did y'all watch that Have Mercy?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I watched it.
you watched it? Yeah, bro, that shit is something. I mean, but the song is fucking dope. So, but I saw like the trajectory of like them two, but like her stepping out on her own because her sister's doing the fucking the Little Mermaid thing.
Yeah,
what she's been doing for fucking ever. I don't know when that's gonna actually pop out, but her coming out on her own or whatever, and like the shit that she's doing, like it gives me Beyonce vibes. You know what I mean? And she gonna be something to reckon with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I only watched it once. I did. It was me.
You better man than me. I watched it like 4 times.
Not on duty. I can't
Not
say
on
it.
duty.
I can't say it. It was once.
It was
Nah, but
depending on who you ask.
It was like as a person that does videos.
See toxic niggas always do it because I'm an artist. Just so I watched it 4 times.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
sicko.
No,
No, it's
you got
not.
it.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Stop it. No, it's not, Lex.
Yeah, something about the mangoes and like she was trying to figure
The
out
the cinematography.
Hey,
Shut up, nigga.
it's a great video. It's a great video.
Hey, if you're a thespian, you're a thespian, man.
If you a thespian. What we gonna do with Yeba, man?
Bro,
What we gonna do?
bro.
What we gonna do?
That dropped too. So I gave it a run after Keem shit because it dropped same night.
Yeah.
Fucking the vibe of that shit.
Yeah.
Like she's tough. She's tough. And the first thing I thought about, I don't know why my brain went that way, but was it's not gonna take her. It's not gonna take her long. Like it won't. It for sure won't be as long as Adele.
Is it the same thing? I guess is my question.
No.
Yeba and Adele don't feel like the same thing.
No, I'm talking about for a nigga to hop on.
So
Like Adele lost the weight and
then
nigga hopped on that
yeah,
thing. Yeah, but she can lose weight as whatever
Rate.
time frame she wants to. It don't
ain't
matter.
gonna take
That's not gonna be the determining
but
factor.
wait, G, did you? I think you might have been in the other car, babe. Don't kill me, but. Never mind. I'm not telling the story. It's not even worth the shit that's gonna come with it. But it was just a funny moment because it happened exactly how it happened, G. And it was like, Monty's a sicko. The bottom line is, I looked at Poe and was like, nigga, I'll go back to Ashland on you right now, nigga, right now. And then 3 white bitches walked by. That nigga Poe was like, you toxic, bro. I'm not dealing with you. For sure. I'm not dealing with you. Oh man, that was
but it ain't gonna take much time. That's and they ain't gonna hop on that for sure. If they haven't already.
If you guys had a chance to date the older, finer sister when the younger one was your ex, would you? Fan question of the week. Lex, who are these people you deal with?
Hey, I know some sick individuals,
On principle, no, I can't do it. I'm sorry.
but she fine though.
Bad. I'm just not doing it. I can't. That type of shit, I'm so paranoid. It's gotta be with somebody I could trust. And if you doing shit out of spite, I just don't trust you.
No, see for him, it's not out of spite.
No.
And-
Not you, the finer older sister. Sisters really don't be fucking with each other like that.
Oh, see, he probably didn't even think about that.
Yeah, like the finer older sister, she fine, and now she like, come on, man, don't do that. Don't. It's not worth it.
He listens to the pod, so this is very great too.
It don't matter what you and the ex's status is. Do not go fuck her sister, bro. You ever listen to TQ?
Hey, he said he wanted to.
Ain't no need for us, bruh. That whole record is the reason why I won't do it. Them niggas got shot. That's how that record ends.
That'll do it too.
And then they're in rehab, and then he rehabbed, and then end up smashing TQ. Why you ruin niggas? They never see me coming. That album was crazy.
That was a dope ass album.
Can we do a TQ Appreciation Week? Nah, nigga, you got my CD stolen. You an auntie. They stole my TQ.
Hey. But it was in use though.
No, hey, we was running that
That shit
it was
was
TQ.
It was catching waves.
TQ Missy, and it was one other one we had in rotation in the red whip. Remember the red car?
Up jumps a boogie.
Timberland Magoo. Nah, that wasn't the same time.
Hey, by the way, nigga, you see that just dropped?
What?
Did you go back and get it?
Aaliyah?
No, Timberland Magoo.
Yep.
Hey, me and Freak was just in Target Pinot reminiscing about how much we stole out of there. Timberland Magoo, first thing I ever stole in my life. Soldier Slim.
Ooh.
Yeah, had to have it. What is it? Street Gospel, Sugar Free.
Damn, you stole the classics.
Classics, nigga. What? Sugar Free, I owe you $17.99 because that's what they was going for back then. That album is perfect. That's a perfect record.
17.99 is a lick.
Oh, what? You don't remember them, nigga? CD used to be, and then trying to work up the nerve to ask your mama to cop. That's really what the issue was.
That's why when like Circuit City and Best Buy started doing $11.99,
Bruh.
I was like, oh, they cut the dope.
Man, someone stepped on. That's when all the streaming shit. Napster, nigga, them prices got cut and they was a little bit more affordable. Even the double disc was still $11. I was like, oh, this is litty. Yeah, bro, don't. My bad. All that to say, you don't fuck your ex or sister. Please don't. For humanity. I feel like you two sickos gonna say something different, but don't do it.
Oh no, I agree. It was only one time that I like.
oh no, I agree. It was just one
only
time.
one time where that was like plausible.
That is hilarious, G. You're not gonna tell us?
Nah, that's all I had.
That's G16 classified information.
Hey,
that's a Patreon
new segment.
store.
New segment. Ooh, G16.
G16.
Okay, talk about that. Hey, and Dill, I got smoke for Dill because Dill gonna come bringing up old shit yesterday. Like, why y'all ain't tell that story on the pod? That's disrespectful, bro. They got all the embarrassing shit about me. Don't want to talk about nobody else. But he gonna go out his way to bring it up though.
That's crazy that you remember that shit.
Why would he just say that?
That's a story that just never made its way. Like we haven't had anything that connected to that.
We had a run where we were telling it all the time though.
Yeah.
That's what made it crazy because it was like no matter where we were, we had to tell it. What are you doing? Find her sister or no?
No, I'm not.
Damn, we need to get somebody on the show with no morals.
That's why I'll be waiting though. Like title thing is a wait because you gotta know everybody in their vicinity first. And it's not because like you might have hit something. It's a matter of like there might be a better option.
Oh my God. He means that, dude.
I'm dead ass.
He means that.
I'm dead ass because like you might have been a conduit.
Oh, I see what you
like
did.
You might have been an insight into like the person that I was supposed to actually be with.
You were supposed to lead me here, Queen.
You know, you did your job. Appreciate you. And also, my thing is always like there's somebody for everyone. Well, so like you'll fall you'll land on your feet.
Well, this nigga's you'll land on your feet. Has that ever happened to y'all?
What's that?
Hell
of a catch.
Either you getting on or the partner trying to get on, and it just that night end up going a whole different way.
Look at this shit.
That was a hell of a catch.
Bro. But yeah, what you said about that? Sorry.
You thought you was getting on this partner, and it ended up being a whole. So you like, bro, how did this is hilarious. And your partner, you like, wait, what's going on? That's happened a few times where it's like, and it actually made the night way better when you just like end up with the one that was for you. Just leave it up to chat as opposed to going, but I won't. Nah, fam.
Just toss it up in the air.
Hey, call your friends and get with my friends. We could be friends. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. These niggas is wild.
You never know. That's why, hey, keep your options
That's
open.
how we ended up at Northridge that night.
Mm-hmm.
Too much?
Yeah.
Said too much?
30 hours.
We drove like 30 hours. But wait.
But no, do you remember that we had to make the initial stop was getting the whip from Pops that was in the club?
Wait. So me and G moving around LA, no whip. Unc is in downtown. No, he might have been in Hollywood actually. In Hollywood, fucking around like, oh nigga, come get the whip. It's in valet. So we figure out how to get the valet, get the car. Now it's like blast to Northridge. For all my folks that fuck around in LA, nigga, why didn't y'all tell us Northridge wasn't LA?
Bro.
Somebody should have told us that shit.
Nigga did the commute though.
What? You thought we did it? You thought we didn't?
Easy.
And this nigga had to be back in his room before breakfast for check-in for walkthrough. So Mission Impossible, nigga. Pull up, go. The good old days, G.
Good old days.
The good old days.
We are good for a mission.
What? Sign me up. If it's not a mission attached to it, I don't want it.
That's it.
If that
shit was across the street, we would do it.
Nigga. It was too easy. Nigga,
if it was across the street or you could make it to me, nah, I'm good.
Ain't no risk in that. It's the adrenaline. What's the erotic asphyxiate? What's that shit?
Erotic asphyxiation?
Yeah. Choke me. God damn it.
Hey.
Sicko.
Where's the leather?
Joke me. That is funny. All right, last before we get out of here. Shout out Russell, D Nas, the boy Dame. Them niggas is gonna make New York niggas suicidal. So they all posted. They were Simba too. They did the album on the right is better than the album on the left shit. The first one niggas put up was fucking I think Sugar Free was in there with one of them, and it was like, no, this is definitely a better album than that. And of course, New York niggas lost their mind. I forget what the Sugar Free one was up against, but it wasn't even close. Then them niggas had the nerve to put 400 Degrees and Reasonable Doubt up, and I reposted it on and niggas lost their mind. It's like, that must be L doing that silly shit. I know that's not you, Monty. You too much of a conscious rapper to do that. No, nigga, it's definitely me.
It's not too many things touching 400 Degrees. And
that's what I mean. This Hove, you know I love you. I'm signing to Rock Nation one day, and it's not gonna be no static, nigga. You're gonna agree. Just no. When 400 Degrees hit, even Hove would be like, no, nigga, that shit was crazy.
This nigga got on the remix.
See, so much so that them niggas was like, and they didn't ask for that. They just sent it like, yo, here you go. You know how sick you gotta be to just hop on
and put it out at the same time.
Yeah, how was disruptive?
G, how sick you gotta be to hop on a nigga's hot single, cause he hot, and send it to him like you did him a favor. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's when we should have known Hove was a serial killer. Oh, nigga, y'all buzzing.
He was like, nigga, I'm going to be a part of this.
No. I'm going to do you a favor, but I'm going to be, hey, you know, like, that's why I fuck with Hope. Nigga, I'm doing you a favor. Maintain your shit no matter what the fuck is going on, nigga. I'm that nigga. I'm sorry.
There's not a person in the world that once that 400 Degrees drop happens, you don't immediately start going.
It was Van Lathan that started that shit because he's from New Orleans. That was Van. My bad, Van. You did start that shit.
400 Degree. Nigga, once that shit happened, everybody. You know that. Everybody know that first
line.
You
see me, I eat, sleep, shit, and dog rap.
See that 98 Mercedes on TV? I bought that.
Mm-hmm. Had some government charges, I bought that. What?
If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that?
And then that spawned a great battle back and forth with 500 Degrees, 600 Degrees, black. 700.
500 is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
400 is just first. 500 has the same impact on me because the niggas use the same beat. I'm fucking with it. Sign me up. But 400 just was such an anomaly. We had never heard nothing like that. And New York niggas was on an island. The rest of the world, 400 Degrees was dominating everything when it's not even close, fam. Reasonable Doubt has grown into one of my personal favorite records. But if we talking about strictly impact, come on, man, stop playing. Even Hove sent the verse for free as a favor, nigga. That's some sick New York shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they kicking our ass. Do a verse to this and send it to them niggas as a favor, and they gonna have to accept it as such. That's some sick New York shit. Hove would admit that present day.
The grimiest of videos. Actually, that one between that one and Cash Money and 3-6.
Oh, not Tear the Club Up. Yeah, Tear the Club Up. Yeah.
Is it Tear the Club Up?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, so between
had some
those
felony
two,
charges. Fuck that.
Between those two, that was for grimy.
Man. No, it's funny how hindsight works. It's funny how like just regional shit. It's that discussion. It's not. If anybody's being honest with themselves, it's not even a debate. It's not even close. Like it's literally not a back and forth. It's like, no, 400 Degrees was that shit. And if you were anywhere else in the world other than New York, that's exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
I feel like DC feels that way. Atlanta feels that way. LA feels that way. LA has to. There's too many country niggas down there. Like
Seattle felt that way.
Man. Anybody not giving it up, I'm sorry, I'm not entertaining. You on bullshit. you on pure bullshit.
Nah, that's pure. You trying to act like a rap head.
I imagine some shit probably happened while we've been on the show. I just hadn't checked, but y'all got anything before we cut? Before we shake, rattle, and roll? Subscribe to the YouTube page, god damn it.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Nah, that's everything. I'm about to go tap in Malignant.
Okay. Clickbait. Did y'all watch it?
Still ain't watched it.
I watched it.
My brother
What is that
told me
about?
to watch it.
How everybody sells you to watch it is that it's based here, I fuck with them committing to shooting in gentrified Oakland and being like, we're not obligated to loop niggas into this story at all. Like, I fuck with the commitment of it. So that off that, they get my respect alone. They shot all up and down our block, which was really cool to see.
You didn't find no way to poke out? Just
Nigga, I wish I would have known. I'm trying to figure out when they shot this shit, because it was clearly since we've been in the building. Like, it wasn't on before we got here shit. It's since we've been in the building, based on what names were on the marquee by the Fox. Whenever they shot right there, it's like, oh, I remember that. I remember exactly when that is. When the fuck did y'all shoot this for a Netflix series, and where was I? Because I feel like you would notice something like that, but also the way everything's modernized, maybe you wouldn't have seen it. Maybe they didn't have no big ass cinema camera out there. Maybe they had something many out there to get those shots, because they're static shots and they're just hella movement. Like, it's not no steady cam shit. Like, so I don't know. I have no idea. Yeah, man, that's my rant. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe. Let's make one of those videos real quick.
okay.
If you enjoyed that clip, subscribe to the YouTube channel down below somewhere. Lex, put it somewhere in here for more Meet the Brave content, clips, you name it. Subscribe. Gang, 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 gang. Wanna do one?
Time out. Are we seriously doing this right now?
I don't know. It was cool.
I can use that clip.
It'd be cool to have them.
Big time subscribe. Down low, to the left, right. I don't know my directions either. But subscribe to this shit. Fuck with it.
Fuck with it. I love it. Blue Chew. Should we just do a random Blue Chew commercial? No, I'm fucking with you. Thank y'all for fucking with us, man. We love our community. We want to keep growing it. Shout out Kaja hopping in the live. Morg this week for the dialogue. Lodge for the dialogue. Fan questions this week. Everybody we want to continue to highlight our community. So thank y'all.
Definitely.
Blue Chew, if you do want to give us a bag.
Right. If that's the other thing. Blue Chew,
we'll shoot a whole commercial.
Feel me? Y'all tap in. Local sponsors tap in. See what y'all need, how much coverage y'all want. But be a part of the show, be a part of the community, be a part of the family. That being said, it's been another episode of the Meet the Brave podcast, and we'll see y'all next week.
Love.
Yes.